Well, it's about time of the year to use the water catchment and my custom fertilizer injector. But I remembered last year, right before season was over with, the pump quit. I tested the pump's burned up. But if you remember when I made the video, hooked this thing up, I bought this pump in the 90s. Late 90s, 99, 2000, I don't know, somewhere in there. So it's been a good pump, especially since I didn't give about $29 for it, I think. It was a Harbor Freight or Northern Tool thing years ago. But I hunted one down over the winter. Forgot all about this. You know, you get busy and you put this stuff up and don't think of it. But I came across one on eBay. I went back and forth between Amazon and eBay and Harbor Freight, and I got one off of eBay for less than $50. It was the cheapest one I could find. No, it ain't got no great name on it or name brand, but it looks just like it, down to the fan and everything. I'm gonna dig it out of the box and I'll show it to you. Ain't that something? That pump's probably 20 years old or right at it, maybe a little more. They still build them just alike. Pretty much the same thing, everything. I'm thinking to change my fittings out. If I need a pipe wrench with that or not. Got that in pretty tight. I might pull it a little bit. When you wrap in Teflon tape, always wrap it in the direction you're going, that way it tightens on it as it screws in. Here's the pretty yellow stuff. It'll be okay. I can't hold the camera and tighten this with a but I'll tighten it and we'll turn the video back on. Well, I've got it back together. I swapped my wires up because I realized what I said and what I actually had on the old cord. I want to put the two reds together. Can't help it. I always try to put the colors together. Of course, the green used on the ground screw. I put the blue and the yellow together. But it's a foreign-made pump, and they're usually not worried about neutral and positive being on the right side or the left side, or polarity is not a big ordeal in most foreign-made stuff, unless it has the plug. You know, unless this plug has actually got a big prong, big flat prong, and a smaller one. Because the big one should be, here technically. That'd be your neutral. It's always bigger. The positive is smaller and be on the other side. When you plugged it in, that way it has to be in the right polarity, as long as your plug is wired in polarity. Most foreign-made stuff, I haven't seen them worry about polarity. We're finna go hook it up to the house anyway. Go see how this thing will pump water. I got the pump back on, union tight, valves open. I've got water in my fertilizer injector. I'm just going to say, unions are a great thing, valves are a great thing. I had a job years ago working in some of the local factories, and for some reason or another, people in industrial jobs like that don't like valves and don't like unions. They don't like spending the money for it, I guess. When I do a project here, I try to put valves and unions in more than one way to get things apart, because like that pump going bad, it didn't take 2 minutes to break the union loose, take the pump off, tote it over to the table. I got a quick connect on my hose. It goes to the drip lines. I got drip lines this year instead of soaker hoses. You can buy the little quick connects at Walmart. It's $3 or $4, I think. You get like 2 sets in a bag. And then they're real simple. Of course, I put a plug on the pump. I've got my extension cord here to make sure everything works. Valve's open, ready to go. Let's see how this works out. Pump's running. Water is dropping in the bucket pretty good. I haven't timed it on this drip line. It's probably going to be different than my soaker hose. I probably need to time it and see how long it takes to pull 5 gallons. It takes about 9 or 10 gallons to fill all my drip lines up. I think I went ahead and said 10 because it's easier figured. But you can see it's going to pull that water right out. You put your fertilizer in, liquid fertilizer into your water, or your water soluble fertilizer in there. Stir it up good, turn it on. It'll pump it into your drip lines or your soaker hose or whatever. You open this valve over here, close this one off because we're running out of water. When I close this one and open that one, that puts the water out of my rain catchment into the hose, and it sounds like it's doing really good. It's not struggling. It don't sound like it's building too much head pressure, so I think we're in a good shape. I think we'll be able to work with this. Let's go see how it's running out the hose. See that drip? That's pretty good. Now I know I got to blow that hose over here I got to fix, but I thought I'd show you. That pump is pumping rainwater through my drip lines. It's a pretty good drizzle. I think it's going to work out fine. I appreciate you joining me. God bless.